Driving an automatic is easy. Just drop it in drive and go. But a manual? That's a whole different beast. Every move is on you. Clutch, gears, throttle, the dance that makes you feel one with the machine. Get it right, and it's pure adrenaline. Get it wrong, and you're not just stalling, you're burning cash on repairs. And here's the kicker. Most drivers think they've mastered a stick shift, but their bad habits are slowly destroying the car from the inside. Today, we're breaking down 15 things you should never do in a manual transmission car. Stick with us until the end, because the last tip could save you a fortune. Let's dive in. Mistake 15. Resting your hand on the gear lever. Resting your hand on the gear lever might seem like second nature, but it quietly causes damage every time you do it. The gear lever isn't just sitting in the cabin, it's directly connected to the transmission through selector rods. These rods move the selector forks, which are responsible for sliding synchronizers into place and locking gears onto the output shaft. When you leave your hand resting on the lever, even with the slightest pressure, that force transfers down into the forks. Instead of staying free, the fork presses against a spinning collar, creating continuous friction inside the gearbox. Over time, this friction wears down the fork tips and synchronizers. At first, you may notice gear changes feeling less crisp, then hear grinding sounds, or even experience gears popping out of place under load. Repairing this kind of damage isn't simple. It requires opening up the gearbox, which can easily cost over $1,000 in labor and parts. The solution is straightforward. Keep both hands on the steering wheel when not shifting and let the gearbox rest. And while this habit can wear out the forks, the next mistake threatens your brakes and safety every time you roll. Mistake 14. Coasting in neutral. Slipping the car into neutral while rolling downhill might feel like a clever way to save fuel, but in reality, it does far more harm than good. When the gearbox is disconnected from the engine, you lose one of the most important tools in a manual car: engine braking. With the wheels free spinning, the entire burden of slowing the car falls on the brake system. This constant pressure can cause the brakes to overheat, fade, or even fail in extreme conditions, especially on long downhill stretches. Modern cars with electronic fuel injection don't actually save fuel in neutral. In fact, when you coast in gear, the engine management system cuts off fuel supply completely until you press the accelerator again. That means you're saving nothing in neutral, but giving up stability and safety in the process. Staying in gear keeps the car under better control, allows the gearbox and engine to share the load, and helps protect both your braking system and your transmission in the long run. But losing control isn't the only danger. Sometimes braking the wrong way can shut your engine down completely. Mistake 13. Braking without engaging the clutch. Braking without pressing the clutch may seem harmless at first, but it creates a chain reaction inside a manual car that ends with an abrupt stall. When the car slows down, the wheels continue to turn the gearbox, and the gearbox keeps the engine spinning. As speed drops below idle RPM, the engine simply can't keep up, and it cuts out. That sudden stall isn't just inconvenient, it sends a harsh jolt through the entire drivetrain. The flywheel, clutch hub, and gearbox gears all absorb the shock, and over time, even the engine mounts begin to weaken from the repeated strain. This habit also puts you at risk in traffic, as losing power, steering, and braking assist during a stall can compromise your control. The correct approach is simple. As you brake and the RPM begins to fall, press the clutch before the engine reaches idle. This smooth disconnection keeps the engine running, protects the gearbox, and ensures every stop is controlled and safe. But if you think stalling is bad, Wait until you hear what happens when you shift without the clutch at all. Mistake 12. Shifting without the clutch. Changing gears without pressing the clutch might look like a skillful trick, but inside the transmission, it's a recipe for serious damage. The clutch's main job is to disconnect the spinning engine from the gearbox, giving the synchronizers time to match speeds before the gear teeth engage. Without it, the selector fork is forced to shove the synchronizer ring directly into gears that are rotating at completely different speeds. The result is a harsh grind as metal scrapes against metal. This grinding wears down the synchronizers, weakens gear teeth, and makes every future shift more difficult. Over time, what began as a bad habit turns into crunching gears, missed shifts, and eventually a gearbox that needs rebuilding. That repair is costly, often running into thousands of dollars depending on the car. Using the clutch as intended ensures smooth gear transitions, protects the precision parts inside your transmission, and keeps your driving experience enjoyable instead of expensive. And while the clutch is essential for shifting, misusing it in another way can destroy it just as quickly. Mistake 11. Resting your foot on the clutch pedal. Keeping your foot lightly pressed on the clutch pedal might not seem like a big deal, but every bit of pressure transfers straight into the clutch system. Even the smallest touch engages the release bearing, which presses against the pressure plate and partially disengages the clutch disc from the flywheel. This partial contact creates constant friction, causing the disc to slip slightly while the gearbox input shaft spins unevenly. Over time, this wear adds up. The release bearing, which is designed for short bursts of use during gear changes, wears out quickly when it's under constant load. The clutch disc itself begins to burn and glaze, reducing grip until slipping becomes noticeable. Once that happens, you're looking at a full clutch replacement, a repair that can easily run into 4 figures. The best habit is to keep your foot off the clutch unless you're actively shifting. It keeps the system cool, extends the life of your clutch, and saves you from costly repairs. Before we roll on, hit that like button. It helps this reach more drivers out there. And don't forget to subscribe. The next mistakes are going to sting your wallet even harder. Mistake 10. Using the clutch bite to hold on a hill. Holding a car on a slope with the clutch bite might feel like good control, but inside the transmission, it's burning your clutch alive. At the bite point, the clutch disc and flywheel are slipping against each other, generating heat and friction every second you stay there. The gearbox input shaft spins unevenly, and the stress quickly wears down the clutch's friction surface. Over time, this constant slipping leads to clutch fade, a burnt smell, and eventually total failure. The fix is never cheap. Replacing a clutch often requires removing the entire gearbox, which costs well over $1,000 in parts and labor. The smarter method is simple. Use the handbrake or hill hold assist if your car has it. This takes pressure off the clutch and lets it last its full lifespan. The clutch is built to move you forward, not hold you still. Holding the car wrong on a hill can burn your clutch, but holding it wrong at a red light puts stress on another critical part. Mistake 9. Keeping the car in gear at a red light. Waiting at a stoplight with the clutch pedal pressed down and the car in gear may feel convenient, but it puts unnecessary strain on critical parts. The release bearing stays engaged the entire time, pressing against the pressure plate. Meanwhile, selector forks and synchronizers remain under load inside the gearbox, even though you're not moving. This prolonged pressure wears out bearings and shortens clutch life dramatically. What starts as a harmless habit often ends with squealing bearings, stiff pedals, and expensive replacements. The better practice is to shift into neutral, release the clutch, and rest your foot. Not only does this protect the clutch and gearbox, but it also reduces fatigue on your leg. A red light is a chance to pause for you and your transmission. And while that habit wears the clutch slowly, the next one can destroy your gearbox in seconds. Mistake 8. Downshifting at high RPM. Slamming into a lower gear while the engine is revving high is one of the most punishing things you can do to a manual transmission. Synchronizers are forced to match enormous speed differences, and selector forks slam into collars with violent force. The clutch absorbs part of the shock, but much of it travels straight into the gearbox. This stress chips gear teeth, wears synchronizers thin, and overheats the clutch plate. Over time, you'll notice crunching downshifts and jerky transitions. The proper technique is called rev matching, blipping the throttle to bring the engine speed closer to the wheel speed before you let the gear engage. This not only reduces wear, but also makes every downshift smooth and controlled. High RPM downshifts without rev matching are a fast track to transmission damage. But what about the opposite problem? Flooring it when the engine is barely turning is just as destructive. Mistake 7. Flooring the gas at low RPM. Accelerating hard while in a high gear at low RPM doesn't make you powerful. It makes the drivetrain suffer. The engine struggles, lugging under load, and vibrations shake through the crankshaft into the clutch and gearbox. Bearings inside the transmission take a beating as the input shaft jerks and strains to keep up. This repeated stress reduces bearing life, causes unnecessary heat buildup, and makes the whole system less efficient. Instead of flooring the pedal, the correct move is to downshift into a lower gear. This puts the engine back in its power band, where it can deliver smooth torque through the clutch into the gearbox. The result is better acceleration, less fuel waste, and a transmission that stays healthy. Lugging is abuse. Downshifting is smart driving. If you've made it this far, you're clearly serious about protecting your car. Hit subscribe now and join our community of drivers who want to keep their cars running stronger for longer. And stick around, because the last 5 mistakes are the ones most drivers are guilty of. Mistake 6. Using the wrong gear to gain speed. Trying to speed up in the wrong gear puts strain on every part of the drivetrain. Accelerating in too high a gear forces the engine to work against resistance, while the clutch and gearbox struggle to transmit torque efficiently. The result is sluggish response, wasted fuel, and added stress on synchronizer. Lower gears are engineered to multiply torque, making acceleration easier and smoother. Higher gears reduce engine RPM for fuel-efficient cruising. Mixing them up throws off the balance the transmission was designed for. If you want to protect your gearbox and save money at the pump, always choose the gear that matches your speed. It's not just about performance, it's about protecting thousands of dollars in mechanical parts. Speaking of gears, how you release the clutch when engaging them can be just as critical. Mistake 5. Releasing the clutch too soon. Letting the clutch pedal up too quickly when starting out may seem like a time saver, but it creates a violent jolt through the transmission. The clutch disc grabs the flywheel suddenly, shocking the input shaft, gears, and engine mounts. Each hard stall or jerk leaves hidden stress in the system. This repeated abuse weakens engine mounts and wears the clutch disc unevenly. It also makes driving feel jerky and uncomfortable. A smooth clutch release paired with gentle throttle input gives the gearbox time to balance speeds between engine and wheels. It protects the components, makes takeoffs seamless, and saves you from costly repairs. Smooth and steady always beats fast and sloppy when it comes to clutch work. But while sudden release is harmful, dragging the clutch slowly can be even worse. Mistake 4. Slipping the clutch. Driving with the clutch partially pressed or riding, it might keep the car rolling in traffic, but inside, it's burning the clutch to pieces. The disc spins against the flywheel without fully engaging, building up heat and wearing down the friction surface. This constant slip also confuses the gearbox input shaft speed, forcing synchronizers to work harder with every shift. The end result is a clutch that wears out long before its time, and a gearbox that feels less precise. Once slipping becomes permanent, the only fix is a full clutch replacement. The rule is simple: engage or disengage the clutch completely. Anything in between is destruction in slow motion. And once you've parked your car, The wrong move with your gearbox could put it in motion without you. Mistake 3. Leaving the car in neutral when parked. Parking a manual in neutral without engaging the handbrake leaves it vulnerable to rolling away. The gearbox isn't locking the drivetrain, and gravity doesn't take long to win. Even a gentle slope can send the car into motion, causing damage or accidents. Using first gear on flat ground or reverse on a downhill gives the car an added layer of protection by locking the wheels through the transmission. Combined with the handbrake, it ensures the vehicle stays exactly where you left it. Neutral is fine while driving, but when parked, it leaves your car unguarded. But the damage doesn't always happen when parked. Sometimes it's from grinding gears on purpose while driving. Mistake 2. Grinding gears on purpose. That crunching sound of gears grinding is more than unpleasant. It's the sound of precision parts tearing into each other. Forcing gears without smooth clutch use scrapes the teeth, damages synchronizer, and wears down selector forks. Even doing this just for fun leaves lasting scars inside the gearbox. Over time, shifts become rougher and synchronizers may stop working altogether. Once that happens, a gearbox rebuild is the only solution. Respect the gearbox and treat every shift with care. It's one of the most complex and expensive parts of your car. And finally, one of the worst habits on hills, destroying both your brakes and clutch at the same time. Mistake 1. Riding the brakes and clutch together on an incline. Balancing the car on a slope by pressing both the brake and clutch seems like control, but in reality, it damages both systems at once. The clutch slips against the flywheel, creating heat, while the brakes struggle to hold the car steady. This combination wears out pads, discs, and clutch material far faster than normal use. It also creates uneven stress on the gearbox input shaft, shortening its lifespan. The right way to handle an incline is with the handbrake or proper hill start technique. It keeps both systems cool, avoids unnecessary wear, and makes for a safer, more professional drive. And there you have it. 15 things you should never do in a manual transmission car. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more car care tips, and drop a comment below. Tell us which mistake you've been guilty of. And don't miss our next video, 10 simple tricks to make your engine run like new.